Hey, because sometimes you're in the mood for a dumb, fun, body snatchers kind of uh, kill the queen, all the minions die kind of movie. Watched the 1998 The Faculty, starring Elijah Woods, uh, amongst others. Elijah Woods, Josh Hartnett, Laura Harris, Clea Duvall, and the football jock guy, whose name I can't remember at the moment, as the students at this high school, where the faculty, as the name of the thing, are all taken over. Starting off with Patrick Harris, as the kind of really maniacally kind of testosterone charged football coach who the actor just definitely seems to take super glee in just being that coach figure. But you also have, I think, one of the things that maybe makes this movie is the faculty, where you have Laurie Piper, you have BB Newirth, you have Famke Jensen, John Stewart, even with his maybe less limited chops as an actor, really do a good job of being that disaffected. Everyone at this high school is completely miserable, but um, in in true kind of movie logic, especially the female fat faculty all become pretty much hotties. BB Famke and Selma Hayek, to a lesser extent, all become super hotties, taken over by this alien protoplasm parasite crete thing. Um, with Josh Hartnett, the friendly local drug dealer, being one of the his jack you up kind of sting, which turns out to be a whole bunch of kind of caffeine and household drugs, is very effective on this water water loving alien invader. It's very late '90s movie from the rather lame thing. It's directed quite ably by kind of in kind of good exploitation movie mode Robert Rodriguez, brought in by the Weinstein brothers to direct this film. Um, there is that. It's funny going through the Wikipedia thing on this, of just like there's Danny Matheson is in the cast. There is um, what the hell's his name from Ain't It Cool News in this. There's a lot of it's 20 years older, and it's kind of disheartening to see the people that in this that are been exposed as either accused or convicted rapists, that are unfortunately involved in this. I mean, there's also a lot of other people here who are just doing their jobs in a really kind of good, if derivative, definitely. Stuff like The Thing definitely gets called out here. The special effects are definitely 20, 23-year-old digital effects in here definitely show where maybe the more practical effects actually are, you know, you know, hold up, because they were probably still at their apex at this point, and still you still had some of those people around with their expertise, whereas now it's very much more the digital, and the digital is a hell of a lot better. um, yeah, yeah, it's a fun movie where, it's like the kids against the adults in a way, and it's the whole kind of conformity, the whole idea of conformity, of we're going to take away all the misery, because, like, they are all miserable. Though, as Elijah Woods says, as he's getting chased by the big baddie at the end, it's like, I'd rather be afraid. I'd rather be afraid than, be, you know subsumed into the collective, as it was. Uh, um, Shout outs to Laura Harris, I think it is Laura Harris, the as Mary Beth. She's Canadian and does actually a good job of her turn in this movie, and props to her for. There's definitely a whole thing here of just sort of the female, the female maybe taking over. There is a queen. There's a queen here, but you get a lot of the women in this movie, the gorgeous adult women in this movie, being objects of fear for a lot of the young male protagonists. That's it's nothing too terribly deep, but it's a fun movie with a terrible music soundtrack of what I can only assume are just cheap covers. Special shame must be for at the very end when somebody does a kind of a lame version of David Bowie's Changes, because I guess they couldn't afford the original, or just were on a budget for exactly how much they were going to spend for this monster movie. All right, I will leave it there. That is The Faculty, 1998. More videos later.